to welcome Slater Jewell-Kemker, an environmentalist and documentary filmmaker, une écologiste et cinéaste documentaire. Hello, my name is Slater, and I'm a 17-year-old environmental filmmaker and proud member of the Chattering class. Our planet is at a crossroads. A number of island nations are expected to be underwater within 15 years. Our first ice-free Arctic summer within 10 years. But the record heat waves, the record droughts, and the record storms have always been in someone else's country at the other end of the world. Those days are gone. My friend Daniel in the Northwest Territories, a Canadian, is watching his home change before his eyes, his people's traditional lifestyle destroyed by changing seasons and a dramatically altered landscape. My friend Megan in BC, a Canadian, is watching as horrific deforestation practices leave her with a scarred, burned landscape devoid of biodiversity. Shame! My cousins in Alberta, Canadians, live with water tables being depleted beneath their feet, and a once pristine Alberta becoming a toxic wasteland, courtesy of the tar sands. Shame! I went to Copenhagen this December to film a documentary on the global environmental youth movement. The feeling before I left was that this was a last-ditch effort to set into motion the policies that would lead us into a green, sustainable future. I went hoping for a binding, fair, and ambitious deal. Instead, I came away with an overwhelming feeling of disappointment and shame that my Prime Minister had let me down and not represented me or you or the millions of young Canadians demanding action on climate change now. I returned home to find Stephen Harper had prorogued government, stalling any action, any dialogue, and any progress on climate change policy for 2 months. It was like Copenhagen had never happened. I was bitter and depressed when I heard that my Prime Minister had let me down again. Shame! I come here today with a question. Who speaks for me? Who speaks for us? For the countless young Canadians demanding our right to survive. Maybe that sounds dramatic, but how bad is it going to get before this leader leads? There's no time to waste. We don't have the luxury to prorogue government. The truth is climate change is happening now, in our own country, to our own people. And Prime Minister Harper sent government home. Daniel in the Arctic, Megan in BC, my cousins in Alberta. Who speaks for them? Who speaks for us? The answer is no one. When our Prime Minister has the power to shut down government, he has the power to shut down debate, to shut down dialogue, to shut down our democracy. Stephen Harper expects us to play the complacent Canadians. No. And we will not roll over as our country is taken advantage of. No. We will not be silent as our environmental future is thrown out the window. In 1992, the year I was born, our climate change leaders, our world leaders gathered at the first climate change conference in Rio de Janeiro and told us they would take action on climate change. 17 years have passed. 17 years, and still our leaders are not leading. We've given our government enough time. Now there's no time left to give. If they aren't willing to lead us into a future that we would be proud to leave our children, then they should get out of the way. Yes. We can't afford to wait any longer. If this leader won't lead, then it's time to change the leader. The leader! It's time to change the leader!